Hi Aries, it's Lisa here from Morgan Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing some quick energy check-ins. I'm calling these a Christmas quickie reading for each of the zodiac signs. It's only going to be a few minutes long, I hope. But I do want to just check in on what's happening for all of you guys in over the Christmas period. Okay, so I'm going to get straight into it. Guys, please don't forget this is a general. It's not going to resonate for every single Aries, but I do hope that many of you can connect with the message. If it's not yours, then obviously leave it and look at your other placements. So you can always check out your other placements or your other readings from myself or other readers if this does not resonate for you. But this is a Christmas energy check-in message, and yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Thank you for your support. If you're watching me, please don't forget to like the video. It helps a lot for the channel to grow, for more people to see the message as well, especially people that need to see or hear the message. And the card that, in the center is the message, the overall energy of the message. Very first card that I pulled, and then I've clarified with the two cards that are beside it. But I'll go through that energy with you now. So as I said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And let's see what your energy is looking like over Christmas here, Aries, if this is your message. Now, this is obviously also only going to be for those Aries that will see this message, okay? So, yeah, let's get started. All right, so the energy that I pulled for you guys is the King of Cups here. This is from my new Modern Love Tarot deck. Absolutely love the artwork. So, immediately what I felt in Aries with that particular energy is that I feel like you might be planning to go all out here over Christmas. I mean, you might have a plan to drink a lot of alcohol to try and kind of drown your sorrows, I feel. So the King of Cups, and remember there's no gender here, I'm just saying here because I'm looking at a man in the picture, but I feel, he's a very wise person, generally very mature and emotionally mature, sensible, and generally can keep their head in a crisis, right? But I do see this as my drinking card, and given it's the festive season, it kind of, Spirit kind of said to me this person plans to kind of drink a lot, celebrate Christmas, and really drown their sorrows and forget their worries. So with that, I clarified to get a bit more clarity about this message, really get to the bottom of why this King of Cups showed up for you guys over Christmas 2021. And I got the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands, both Sagittarius energy, fire sign like yourself. So yeah, what I feel like is that your emotions are really, really stretched here, and you're trying to balance yourself out again with this emotional, watery energy in the center of the spread. You're carrying some burdens here. And you're showing up in my mental health energy here, which is this 9 of Wands, relying on endurance, strength, to move out of a defensive and vulnerable state. You might be remembering past hurts here, and it is that time of the year when we do reflect on things we've lost, because we're coming towards the end of the year and we're, moving into a new year, a new cycle, and we tend to reflect on the year that was. We reflect on the things that we feel that we may have lost over the year, and you may very much be in that energy right now. And I understand that because we often, many of us do that, especially if we've been through something traumatic. So we really check in and do a bit of an inventory of our year, don't we? Or at least I do anyway. So I feel like you're trying to be persistent here and resilient over Christmas. And the good news is it looks like over the Christmas period, you are moving from the 9 to the 10 in the Wands. Okay, so as we move up the numbers in each of the suits, it shows us that there is at least progression happening here. So, once we move up to this 10 of Wands, we carry the burden here whilst we kind of level up spiritually, because we have to. It doesn't just disappear. So we're focusing on leveling up spiritually and mentally and psychologically, even more importantly, so that we can drop this burden and close out a cycle that has been very enduring for us. Perhaps you're taking on too much here, too much responsibility, or taking full responsibility even for something that isn't completely your fault or isn't your fault at all. We tend to try to place blame on things, on ourselves, on other people, but shifting blame, taking blame doesn't actually help the situation at all. I feel like you know, you're either taking on too much responsibility, or you're putting yourself in that energy where you carry a lot of responsibility for the situation. And Spirit wants you to listen, you know, to lighten the load, you know, to take time out for pleasure, relaxation. Perfect time to do it, right? Over Christmas and New Year. We're generally, most of us are on a break from work. And, you know, we're spending time with friends and family, the people we choose to spend our time around. Yes, sometimes, I mean, family we don't necessarily choose, but we also have friends, and that's the family that we choose, right? So you can have a balance there and spend time with both. And I feel like you do really need to do that to try and recharge yourself here and gain some stability, and just really level up and improve your mental health here, because you're definitely in a mental health energy here, and it can be dangerous being so emotional. You are very emotionally mature, but it can be dangerous being overly emotional as this King of Cups. He's surrounded by a lot of water, and the reason for that is because he is overly emotional. Even though he doesn't necessarily express all of his emotions, doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve always, he is very, very intense and carries a lot of emotions around with him. So he finds it hard to really just drop things and let things go. But I'm seeing here that, you know, you are in this wounded warrior energy, but you are moving to the 10, which is going to enable you to close out a cycle here, and start a new cycle hopefully after Christmas. And what better time to do that, right? Moving, you know, out of an old year and into a new one. But Spirit wants you to lighten the load here. Take time out for pleasure and relaxation with those people that you feel most safe and comfortable with. You know, those people that are going to help you to be in a positive mindset, or at least a more positive mindset. People that are, you know, positive, uplifting, supportive, and help you move into, you know, this new period, a new phase of your life that you're moving into. Yeah, so devote more time to you and your personal journey here in this period. You know, take a much needed break from overthinking, worrying, blaming yourself for this burden and your feelings. And you may need to let someone or something go here in order to close out this cycle and this chapter and start a new one. You know, letting go doesn't mean you're giving up on yourself, Spirit says. You know, Spirit wants you to know that just, you know, letting go of something doesn't mean you're giving up. Because I know, Aries, you are a very determined zodiac sign. I'm a Sagittarius sun, so I know all about this. You know, we are action takers, and we, you know, don't give up easily. You know, we're fighting spirits, we're free spirits. And I feel like you kind of don't want to give up because you feel like that's like admitting defeat or something. That's what I'm feeling. It's kind of an Aries energy. It's kind of a fire sign energy, really. Spirit wants you to know that, you know, just because you're giving up on a connection that may not be working, or a situation that may not be working, whatever it may be, you know, Spirit wants you to be really clear that this doesn't mean you're giving up on yourself, because you're not. In fact, you're doing it for yourself so that you can expand, so that you can grow, so that you can start a whole new abundant chapter and cycle. And something very abundant will always come from an ending. You know, endings are scary, they're hard, they're difficult, but once one door closes, multiple doors will open, and that's when we get the opportunities presented to us. When they're not presented to us when we're in this energy, this 9 and 10 of Wands energy, they're just not going to come to us until we're ready for them. So try not to drown yourself out here with alcohol over the Christmas and New Year period, as this also can be heavy drinking energy with this King of Cups, especially since it's a festive season. So just an important note to make there. You know, alcohol is a depressant after all, and it may be only prolonging your suffering. So enjoy a social drink by all means. It is the festive season. You know, celebrate the ending and the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. You know, the end of a year. You know, like I said, check in on all the stuff you've achieved over the year, all the positives. Yes, there's going to be, you know, things that are going to hurt you as well, but try not to dwell too much on the past here, because you'll end up in this really, you know, this burdensome energy, and you won't be able to shift it, and you won't enjoy Christmas at all. Spirit wants you to moderate your drinking here. So, remember, you know, enjoy, like I said, enjoy a social drink, celebrate the ending of the cycle. One door closes, many doors will open. Do not worry about that, Aries. There is no doubt about that. There are new opportunities coming for you in 2022. Have a safe and happy Christmas, Aries, and I'll see you guys in the next reading in January. I will be doing reads over the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned to the channel. Thank you so much for your support, and please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.